How you doing, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Real Talk, and today we're going to be talking about that new scary movie that just hit our screens, Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. I was pretty scared by it. I didn't sleep. So Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark tells the story of 4 kids who decide to take it upon themselves to have a little bit of lighthearted fun and go to the haunted house in their town. I don't know. When they get there, they get to the Cerebello's house and they find a leather-bound book where they then realize is the storybook written by Sarah Bellows herself, and is said to whoever reads it is going to die. You'd think at this point they'd put it back and they wouldn't even touch it. They would just walk out and they just wouldn't even think about it. But it's a horror movie. You know, common sense just goes out the window in these things. Upon reading the book, things start to happen, monsters start to appear, and people begin to die in a very creepy fashion. There's one scene in the movie that really got me, that really made my hair stand up, and I walked home after watching this movie, and I was looking behind my shoulder every single time. I thought the story was, I never read the book, so I don't know, I have no source material to go off of, but I fell in love with the idea of this movie when I found out that Guillermo del Toro was co-directing it, and when I saw the trailers for it, I fell in love with it instantly. Mainly because I fell in love with it because the monsters themselves, every single time a monster is on the screen, you absolutely feel like they have stolen it. Like when you see the big woman walking through the asylum, when you see the jangly man, when you see all these monsters, especially the Scarecrow is terrifying. Yeah, they steal the scene. The practical effects used on the makeup and the costuming for these monsters were fantastic, and that could only be brought to life by Guillermo del Toro. And I thought it was brilliant. And on top of that, it wasn't just the monsters as well. It was also the characters and the actors. You could really feel the chemistry, like when shit really hits the fan, like you can really tell they need to look out for each other, like they're a friend, like you really think that they're friends. There is good chemistry between the actors, there's good chemistry in the story. And that's another thing too, the story itself, I really liked. There were a few things that kind of made me go, like they were shoehorned in there. Like for example, the love interest in the movie, like that's just one thing that I wasn't really a fan of, because you didn't really see the love interest progress, or if they were even a love interest to begin with. I think that they were trying to, I don't know, it was kind of confusing. I didn't know if they were trying to make them a love interest or they were trying to make them just really close friends. I also really like this movie, mainly for the reason because they didn't rely on jump scares. I think scary movies are starting to understand now that you don't need to rely on jump scares in order to get the point across that you're trying to scare somebody. If you can make an environment scary, then you're halfway there. That's the battle. In the trailer, there's like that long corridor. It's very creepy. Very creepy. That scene is probably one of the creepiest parts in that movie. But I'll tell you, not much happens in that scene, but it's still terrifying to me. But they didn't rely on jump scares. Don't get me wrong, the jump scares are in the movie, but if you can not rely on jump scares and you can try and make the environment, try to make the people in it scary, then you are good on you. Like, you're doing a great job. And yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. Yes, there were a few plot holes in it. There were a few things that kind of made me go, you're doing that just to kind of push the point, just to kind of move the story along. Maybe I should read the book. Maybe the book is scarier than the movie. I'm not sure. I would like to have more scenes with the monsters, or more scenes with the books. I did like the story. There were a few things in there that kind of made me iffy about it, but no movie is without their flaws. So that's the review on Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, guys. If you haven't seen it, go out, go watch it, and if you don't want to sleep, I recommend go seeing it. Alright guys, well that's the review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Obviously you can tell that the tone of my voice has changed because I'm actually comfortable on camera now. If you'd like to see more of our stuff, you can click on everything else. You can I don't know, you know how that stuff works. Go to our Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, go to our website. Yes, we have a website. Keep it real, stay sexy, and I'll see you next time. Bye.